Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're digging into something pretty much everyone dealing with data runs into: data preprocessing.
Oh, yeah. It's fundamental.
Right. It's the step that can make or break your entire analysis, your models. But boy, can it be tedious.
Totally. And error-prone, too. Especially when
Yes.
you've got these huge, messy data sets, it really slows things down.
It's like trying to untangle, I don't know, a massive knot of wires blindfolded. Not fun.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
So that's why in this deep dive, we're looking at a tool that aims to fix that. It's powerful, it's open source, and it's very visual. We're talking about KNIME.
KNIME, right? K-N-I-M-E.
Exactly. And we're basing this on an article called KNIME, Automating Data Preprocessing Workflows Visually. Basically, our mission is to figure out how this thing helps you clean, transform, prep your data, get it ready for ML or analytics, but without getting bogged down in heavy coding.
And KNIME really tackles that core problem head-on.
Yeah.
The article points this out, too, that manual prep is just a huge bottleneck. So KNIME, which, fun fact, stands for Constance Information Miner, is built specifically for this. It's free, it's open source, and it lets you build these visual workflows for, well, pretty much everything from basic data cleaning right up to complex machine learning models and even reporting.
Okay, so think of it like a digital whiteboard where you map out the steps.
Pretty much. You're literally drawing your data's journey, from messy input to clean insight.
That visual part sounds like a massive plus. Makes it way more accessible, I imagine.
Definitely.
But if someone's maybe new to data science or even, an experienced person who's just used to writing scripts, what's the key thing about KNIME for pre-processing? What really makes it different?
Yeah, good question. It boils down to how it simplifies things that are usually quite complex. The article mentions a few core features, but honestly, the visual workflow builder, that's the absolute heart of it.
The drag and drop thing.
Exactly. You drag nodes onto a canvas, connect them. You're building reusable pipelines visually. You can see every single step your data goes through.
Ah, okay. So it's super transparent.
Totally transparent, which makes it way easier to understand what's happening, to share it with others, even to debug it if something goes wrong. You're not lost in like hundreds of lines of Python code.
Right. I can see how that visual flow makes things clearer. But, okay, visual workflow is great, but what about those classic data headaches, like missing values? Everyone struggles with those. How does KNIME help there?
Yeah, exactly. And that's a big one. Missing value handling is definitely a strength. KNIME gives you options. You can just remove rows with missing data, sure.
The simple way out.
A simple way, yeah. Or you can get smarter and impute them, basically, fill in those blanks intelligently.
Okay, how?
Well, it supports different methods. Simple stuff like using the average or the median value, or more advanced techniques like k-nearest neighbors, KNN.
Right, where it looks at similar data points nearby.
Precisely. It guesses the missing value based on its neighbors, all without you needing to code up these algorithms yourself.
Makes sense.
And beyond just missing values, there's robust data cleaning and transformation, all that essential scrubbing, making sure USA and United States are treated the same, converting text that looks like dates into actual dates the computer can use.
All those little fiddly things that take forever.
Exactly. The stuff that makes data actually usable.
Okay, that covers cleaning. But what about actually creating new information from the data, like new variables or features? That's often where the real magic happens, isn't it? Going beyond just tidying up.
Indeed. And feature engineering is another area where KNIME is really quite powerful and, again, visual.
So give me an example, like for predicting house prices.
Perfect example. Feature engineering there might mean creating a new variable, like bathrooms per square foot, or combining existing features in a smart way to give your model better patterns to learn from.
Okay.
So KNIME lets you do things like binning. That's grouping continuous numbers into categories, like turning specific ages into child, teenager, adult.
Got it. Like age bracket.
Exactly. Or encoding categorical variables, turning things like red, green, blue into numbers the model can understand. You can create interaction terms, polynomial features, pull out specific parts of dates and times.
Wow. Okay, so you're not just cleaning, you're actively shaping the data for better results.
You're sculpting it, yeah, all within that same intuitive visual interface.
So we've got cleaning, transforming, feature engineering, all visually. But what about doing this over and over? Maybe you get a new data set each week, or you need to run the same prep on different groups. How does KNIME handle automation and reusability?
Now that's where it becomes incredibly valuable for anyone not just doing a one-off project. Think about generating that weekly report or analyzing, say, hundreds of similar experiment files.
Yeah, that sounds like a common scenario.
So KNIME has features for looping and parameterization. This means you build the workflow once, then you can set it up to automatically run on all those different data sets or with slightly different settings each time.
Ah, okay. So you build the machine, then just feed it new data.
Precisely. It saves tons of time and ensures everything's done exactly the same way every time. Consistency is key, right?
Absolutely.
So your workflows become these reliable, repeatable data factories. They can scale up without you needing to manually redo everything. It frees up data scientists from, well, let's call it data janitor work.
Yeah. Allows them to focus on the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Higher level analysis, strategy. And the really cool part is it's not some closed box. You can pull in your existing Python scripts or R code or SQL queries,
Yeah.
connect to big data platforms like Spark. It all fits within a KNIME workflow.
It bridges different worlds then.
It really does. Very versatile.
That sounds like it would be amazing in academic settings too, for university courses, thesis projects. The article mentions its usefulness there.
Oh, absolutely ideal for academia. It's just so approachable. Students can use it for cleaning raw survey or experimental data, for instance.
Right, getting rid of duplicates, fixing typos.
Yep. Unifying formats, handling all that messy real-world data you get from CSVs, Excel, databases. It smooths the path from raw numbers to something you can actually analyze and maybe even publish.
So it's not just about individual files, but managing the whole data flow, like pulling data in, processing it, sending it out.
Exactly. It's great for automating ETL tasks. ETL, extract, transform, load.
Ah, ETL pipelines.
Yeah. Pulling data from different places, cleaning it up, maybe reshaping it, and then loading it into a database or a dashboard somewhere else. KNIME makes building those recurring pipelines much simpler.
Okay.
And crucially for machine learning, you can use it to create separate workflows for training and test data, but apply the exact same transformations to both before you build your model.
Ah, that's super important for consistency.
It's essential. It helps prevent what's called data leakage.
Right, where info from your test set accidentally influences your training, making the model look better than it really is.
Yeah.
So KNIME helps ensure a fair evaluation.
Exactly. Keeps the assessment honest.
So why does the article call KNIME ideal for academic assignments? What are the key reasons?
Well, it lists a few strong points. First, obviously, it's code-free and visual. Students don't need to be programming wizards. They connect nodes. It really lowers the barrier to entry.
Makes data science more accessible.
Hugely for students across different disciplines. Second, it's free and open source. That's massive for universities, students, researchers working on tight budgets.
No expensive software licenses needed.
None. Third, the integrations we talked about. Python, R, databases, ML libraries. You can bring those tools into KNIME. So you leverage existing skills or tools if you have them.
Best of both worlds, kind of.
Yeah. And finally, there's a ton of documentation and community support out there. Lots of examples, forums, pre-built workflows. You're not left stranded if you get stuck.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So whether it's automating reports, prepping complex data sets in, say, health or finance, or building a workflow for your final year project, it seems like KNIME really gives people a leg up.
It really does. And for more advanced setups, they even have things like KNIME Server for version control and collaboration. It shifts the focus, less struggling with code syntax.
And more on the actual analysis.
More on the analysis, yeah. More on figuring out what the data is telling you.
Which brings us back to the main point, really. KNIME empowers such a wide range of users, students, researchers, data scientists to tackle that often painful data pre-processing step visually and efficiently. It automates the slow, tedious, error-prone stuff, freeing up time and, let's be honest, reducing a lot of frustration. A code-free, open-source platform with solid integrations. It sounds like a really valuable addition to anyone's data toolkit.
It is. And maybe this leads to a final thought for you, the listener. Think about how tools like this, like KNIME, by taking away some of that heavy technical lifting of data prep, how they let you shift your own focus.
Shift it from the how to the what.
Exactly. Less on the mechanics of manipulating data, and more on the deeper insights, the important questions that your data can actually answer. It's really about democratizing data science, isn't it? Making powerful analysis possible for more people, not just coding experts, and letting everyone spend more time on what really counts, understanding the world through data.